Hello and welcome to National Lampoon Quarantine Live. I'm your host, Harrison Greenbaum, coming to you from my apartment in New York City. It has been a crazy week. It seems like it has taken forever to get to Friday. Donald Trump recently told news reporters who asked him about New York having enough ventilators. He said, no, they should have had more ventilators. People are saying that he's basically saying for New Yorkers to drop dead, which means he's only returning the sentiment that we feel towards him. It's weird because he also relayed his ratings. He said that his ratings for his news briefings rivaled that of the Bachelor finale. And that makes sense, right? Because The Bachelor is a show about a man trying to winnow 30 people down to one. And America right now, Donald Trump is about winnowing 320 million down to approximately the same number. I just actually got back from my first trip to the grocery store in a long time. I haven't been outside in about 4 days. And the man in front of me, this is absolutely true. There was toilet paper in the CVS we were at. He did not take any of the toilet paper, despite how valuable that may have been. He just had one small bottle of Diet Ginger Ale and one giant, almost tub-sized thing of Lubriderm lotion. So yeah, I guess he was willing to risk Corona in order to not chafe, which, good luck. I hope he comes as he goes. There you go. That's the closest to a late night joke you'll get on National Lampoon Quarantine Live. My name is Harrison Greenbaum. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Harrison Comedy. And we have a virtual audience in the house, which is so exciting. We have people from all around the country who are tuning in live. Let's meet some of them right now. We have somebody from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Hello.
Hello. Good.
You guys look very comfortable. Is that a glass of wine I see?
It is a Diet Pepsi and Knobs Creek.
Wow, I like that. You went with the best name brand for the alcohol, and then you went with Pepsi instead of Coke. Feels like conflict over there.
We like it that way.
Nice. How do you guys know each other?
This is my mother.
Oh, hi, Mom.
I said hi. We're quarantining here.
How's it been quarantining with your mom?
It's been great. Very, very low key. Everyone's just doing their thing. No one gets on each other's case. It's good.
Cooking, baking, walking the dog.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait till you guys live stream with us again a month from now, and you're literally in torn clothing and one of just murdered.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We also have Vancouver, Canada, International. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there as best I can,
Use the hood for protection. I feel like if you really wanted protection, you would want to cover the front of your face.
No, the hood's because, quarantining, we're washing our hands, but are we washing our hair? Debatable. You know what I mean?
That's fair. My goal is to be as rabbinical as possible at the end of this. I don't think I'm going to find religion, but I will turn into a rabbi. That's my goal.
Amazing.
We also have Illinois in Chicago. Let's see if we can get him in. We're having a little technical difficulties with Illinois. That's okay. We'll try to check back with him in a little bit. Vancouver, what is that? Are you drinking straight maple syrup? Because that would be the most Canadian thing.
No, it's tea. It's unexciting. It's cold tea, But we're hanging in.
Born and raised in Vancouver?
Yeah. Born and raised, and now returned because I fled the city when it got scary.
Fair. I wish I had the kind of healthcare that you had.
Yeah, that was a contributing factor as well. I was like, well,
yeah, we have Trump care now, which is it's rough. I had a friend, he went to the hospital. He had a broken toe. He told him he had Trump care, and they put him down. That's what they're doing now. They put him down. He is dead now, but he didn't pay anything, so it's like a pretty good deal.
Perfect.
Let's see one more time, Illinois. Let's get him in there. Yes, Illinois. How you doing, sir?
Hello. I'm good. How are you?
Nice. I'm assuming the delay is the technology and not that Chicago is 3 seconds behind the rest of us.
It's probably not.
And who are you quarantined with?
Right now, it's just me and my girlfriend and my one roommate. So it's a nice little squad going.
And so did you basically essentially third wheel your roommate?
Exactly. Yeah. His girlfriend is actually in and out sometimes. So it's an interchangeable fourth wheel.
Okay, I like that. That's very nice. Well, thank you for tuning in, guys. We will check in with you periodically throughout this broadcast, and we appreciate it very much. Stay safe. Don't kill your mom up there, and wash your hair sometime down there. And you, I don't know what's going on with your hair situation, but I assume you have electricity where you are. All right. Thank you guys so much. You can join our virtual audience if you just look right down there. Office at National Lampoon. You just got to email us, and you can be part of this audience. And for those who are watching at home via Facebook or YouTube or Instagram Live, let's check in with everybody. The best guest yet, and that's just our audience. We have the complete works of Devin Wheeler, which sounds more like a book than a person. He just said, yo, back to you. And Zachary said, hey, Harrison, that's me. How you doing? One of the things you might have not noticed this week, but a bunch of the movie studios who have nothing to do now that most of these movie premieres have been canceled for the next few months, they have been slowly releasing backgrounds for you to use in your Zoom meetings. Companies like Pixar, CBS, Stars, you can even get a Top Gun background. You can get a Quiet Place 2 background, which seems weird because you shouldn't be making noise if you're in the quiet place. But we actually have some video footage of a Zoom meeting in which people have been using this technology. So we'll share that with you right now. Our first ever National Lampoon sketch. Take it away, guy that looks just like me.
Hey, everyone's here. Thanks for joining us, guys. I know it's a little late in the afternoon, but I just wanted to go over a couple of things before we hit the weekend. I got off the phone with London this morning, and they were really excited about Harrison. What's going on with if we could just have a little bit of serious time right now, that would be very helpful, and then we could chat after this.
Okay, sir, I can be serious. I'm sorry.
Dan,
Okay.
Sorry, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
We're basically wondering, does the budget make room for the sort of client outreach that we were thinking? I know Brian's been hitting the pavement pretty hard. I don't know if you want to go into that, Brian. But,
Yeah, Brian, let's, Harrison?
Yeah,
That Schindler's List.
you said serious. Is it like one of the most serious movies? People love the movie, but very serious,
You're right.
somber.
Very somber, very serious, very inappropriate. Look, can we just have a couple of minutes of adult time here?
Okay, I can be more adult. That's fine.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying. I'm trying. It's a tough time.
Brian, all right, let's go with you.
Well, we just made some new hires. Our representative team is now 15.
Whoa, Harrison, what is that?
Adult. You said adult, and I went adult. That's fine.
Yeah, no, that's very adult. Can you just get rid of that, please?
Okay, sorry. I'll just whatever. There.
inappropriate.
Make sure my camera roll.
Whoa, is that? Yeah. No, very inappropriate.
I just picked the first picture that came up on my phone.
I'm terrified about what else is on your phone, but can you just please just get neutral background, something?
Okay.
Just maybe
Easy. I'll give you easy. Sorry.
Is that Cats?
Yeah. You didn't like that movie?
You're fired. Harrison, you're fired. Get off the call. You're fired. But
there was a murder. There we go, our first ever National Lampoon Quarantine Live sketch. Sorry for the audio dropout issues. We are still learning this platform. But if you would like to watch that sketch, we'll have it uploaded to the YouTube channel for National Lampoon. That is youtube.com/natlamp. You'll be able to watch that entire sketch. And a huge thank you to everybody who appeared in that sketch. You can get all of their social media information in the description in the YouTube video. So a big thanks to Nick and Kristen and to Lewis, Brian, Dan, and Elizabeth. Now, without further ado, I am very excited to be bringing in our musical guest for the evening. You might recognize him from the relaunch of The Lemmings 21st Century. He has performed all over the country. We're very excited to have him. Make some noise. Get excited for Henryka Persky, everybody.
Hey, Harrison.
How you doing? I'm glad you got the memo to match me in the search department.
Yes, my team told me in advance.
That's awesome. How have you been? Where are you right now?
I'm in Kingston, New York, in my home. I moved here from the city like a little over a year ago, and I was just considering, before this all happened, I was considering moving back to the city, and I'm so glad that I did not.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people moving out of the city. I think this might be the final push.
Oh yeah, no, people are already moving up here, like the past couple of weeks even. It's crazy.
And this is a perfect time to move, right? Because there's no. I'm so worried about moving because you have to work and there's so much to balance. But right now, it's kind of you can focus on the move, do all the unpacking.
Yeah, I suppose it is. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to, but if I did, yeah, now's a good time.
Well, I know you were supposed to be in the Lemmings, and you had a show coming up at Joe's Pub. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened?
Yeah, we had the 50th anniversary of a show called Lemmings, which National Lampoon did. It was like a parody of Woodstock in the 60s, and it was very funny, and it made fun of Bob Dylan, Joni Mitchell, etc. And we did an updated version of that. Andrew Farmer wrote it, and we make fun of and celebrate current artists and festivals like Coachella, Fyre Fest, Beyonce, Ariana Grande, etc. And then I don't know if you heard, there's this global pandemic that kind of tore up the city and world, and so it is postponed until August now, August 15th or 5th. I should know, but
no, it's okay. I think all time is irrelevant now. I don't even wear a watch anymore. It doesn't matter.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I feel better.
Yeah,
August.
We'll put up the information for. Let's put your information up. They can follow you at Henryka Persky or Magic Elf Lord. What makes you the Magic Elf Lord?
Full disclosure, I was on a pretty serious LSD trip, and I was like, I just,
That explains the elf. I don't know about the Lord part.
Oh no, I'm very much a Lord of Elves too. It was all very clear.
That's awesome.
I kind of went with that.
No, I think it's great. I do a lot of D&D. Have you ever done Dungeons and Dragons?
No, and it's insane that I haven't.
You're the Magic Elf Lord. That's your name right there.
Oh, okay. Can I join your campaign? Is that the term? Campaign?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am Thurston the High Elf, and elves live to about 700 years. Mine is 600 years old. He's very racist, but only against races that don't exist anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that meant.
He's had many wives. He can't remember any of their names, and because he's a sorcerer, he has like a thing that is the thing that creates his power, and it's a dirty handkerchief that he carries around with him.
Oh wow! I feel like he and Magic Elf Lord would be friends.
100%. 100%. Henry, do you have anything you can play for us?
Yeah, I wrote a little song about my experience in this quarantine. About like I've been saying like I want more time. I need more time. I want to read all this stuff. I want to write all this stuff. And now I finally have it. And then it suddenly becomes very daunting. So I wrote a little song to discuss that.
All right, take it away.
I seem to have a wealth of time resting in my eager palms to do the things I've always wanted to. Like learning Spanish and German too, to learn to make my own ragu sauce. I'll study Faulkner, I'll study Bach, I'll watch The Wire finally, and I'll learn to darn socks, which is when you have a hole in your sock and you kind of stitch them together. But now I've overwhelmed myself, there's no way I can do all that. If only I could cast a spell to make myself accomplish all that. But then I remembered a book I found in my attic. It was called The Book of Ceremonial Magic. I found a perfect spell I need to make my wishes pay me heed. This is a true story. I did find a book called The Book of Ceremonial Magic in my attic. And it's really practical. And I did find a spell for accomplishing tasks. Let me just pull it up. First kill a goat, then separate its head, dispose of the body, then ask a virgin to fill a pot with precious stones, submerge her head in poison honey, then set fire to all your money. Eat a snail and pluck a quail. Don't miss a step or you'll surely fail. And I thought, is this worth it? And yeah, this is totally doable. All I need really is a goat to sacrifice, and I prefer to do a sick goat rather than a healthy one. So I'll just end this by asking, if you have a goat that is sick, I can take it off your hands. Sorry to kind of turn this into an ad. That's been my experience.
No, you know what? That was a perfect segue from Dungeons and Dragons into your actual dark magic. That was perfect.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah, I think, if the rabbi thing doesn't work out, I could turn into a wizard. It depends how stressed out I get. But I think I'm on my way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Henry, will you stick around for the rest of the show?
I'll be here.
All right, awesome. Henryka Persky, everybody. Keep it going for him. And by the way, Henry, I don't know if you have a drink with you, but we are going to play a drinking game. This is Corona. They did not sponsor us at all. I think they actually stopped making Corona a couple of days ago. They literally stopped making it. But we do have this banner. Oh, that's the joke of the night. Corona beer. Don't blame us for this either.
Oh my God.
But the drink, the word of the night is birthday. So if you hear birthday, get out your drink and drink along. That is the word of the night, birthday. That is my stunt beer. So Henry, thank you so much. If you want to play in our next guest, that would be amazing. He was on Last Comic Standing the same season I was, and did a lot better than I did. He's very, very funny. Give it up for Michael Palascak, everybody.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great. I love that song.
That's my favorite one. The one that he just played.
Yeah.
It's my jam. I work out to it.
I love it that he's like, I got a lot of stuff to do. Let's try to do this other thing that's impossible first.
Right, exactly. Well, you got to set the bar really high.
Yeah, I could just learn Spanish, or I could try to kill a goat.
Did you ever try witchcraft in middle school or high school?
Oh no, I mean not like no. I mean I read Harry Potter. I don't know if that's
pretty good. I had
loud, like
I did do a spell. I feel like there was a certain all the years around The Craft, that movie The Craft. We all thought we could do a spell. I tried to change my eye color red. That was the spell. We had candles.
Oh wow! You try, or you can buy contacts for that too.
Yeah, we did it at a friend's house, and what amazes me looking back is that at no point did his mom ever stop us. He just looked in, saw us trying to do witchcraft, and then was like, "As long as you're not doing drugs," and then
no drugs here.
Yeah. No drugs, just to deal with the devil.
Yeah.
So, Michael, I know you're doing something for the National Lampoon called The Bright Side.
The Bright Side, yes.
And what is that?
So it's about a minute long every whenever they post it, and I take something in the world that people might complain about or have problems with, or maybe not have trouble seeing the positives of, and I try to find those. Sometimes without success, sometimes with the success.
Well, we do need that. If there's ever a time to be focusing on the positive, this has got to be the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's they say life's all about attitude, so I'm trying to either prove that right or wrong.
And I assume you did the art that's behind you?
Oh, no, not at all. So the one over here, that's my son's.
Nice.
Over here is...
How old is he? Because I have to check.
I'll let you guess. How old do you think he is?
I'm hoping he's not 18 or older. That's all I hope.
No, he is almost 16 months. And
you said 16, and I really thought you were about to say he's almost 16, and then I would have been terrified.
He's homeschool. You know, we're homeschooling. We're getting crayons going.
That's good.
This one, his mom drew this of him, so that's nice. That's Jack Palascak. And then this one was her. She colored out. See, I don't have any art up there. I'm not very crafty.
Are you? My mom is actually trying to throw out my stuff as we speak. Do you have any of your old art from when you were that age?
I'm sure I do somewhere down. I'm not as worried about art. I do have like stuff I've written, like stories in like second grade I wrote that I was like, I'd love to try to sell those now.
Were you always funny? Were they like funny stories, or were they like very dark?
No, they weren't dark. They were pretty like, I don't know if they were funny, but they were very like whimsical, I guess. Like there was one I remember where this guy could get any toy he wanted, but he had to go around the world and pick up these different tokens, which like the budget scenario didn't really work out in my head, but I was just like, well, he's going to go to Canada and get a token, and then he'll be able to get a bunch of toys.
No, I like that. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for one of my art projects when I was in school because I did 2 pumpkins like this and then a long pumpkin like this and then another pumpkin like that, and I called it Mr. Happy, and I legitimately thought I was making a smiley face.
Yeah.
She thought I was making a giant penis, and I got in trouble, and it was very hard to explain that to my parents that I was trying to make a smiley face.
I think it should be very hard for them to explain to you why they think something's wrong because you didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's on them.
Yeah.
Minds.
Yes.
I could definitely use a little bit of a positive outlook. Do you have any bright sides that you could share with us?
Yeah. So today we're talking about losing or not coming in first. Everyone wants to come in first. Everyone wants to win. But there's positives to not winning. Like when I was a kid, I watched Rocky. The first Rocky movie won an Academy Award. And Rocky lost in it. He lost. And that's what made it great is the inner achievement and goal. And then the second one, he won. And he kept winning, and then he got hit in the head a lot. And it's like, well, maybe he shouldn't have won it, I think sports is the biggest place where people want to win and have to win. And it's important, but also winners sometimes cheat. The Houston Astros recently got in trouble for cheating to win the World Series. Losers never cheat. Well, if they do, no one cares because they lost. They're just like, what's the big deal, And even if you're not a professional athlete, like maybe you're playing Monopoly while you're at home all the time. Like if you lose, you get to go to bed early and you don't have to clean up. You're like, oh, I guess I'm bankrupt, so I have to go figure out how to handle all of my problems now. And it works on a bigger scale too, like political. When you're running for an office, you win presidency. No one's ever tried to assassinate the guy who didn't win to become president. You're safe. No one even remembers you. Probably you're fine. Wars, you lose a war. Probably not good most of the time. But World War II, Germany lost. They're not allowed to have a standing army. Our military budget is $718 billion. That's why they have such a big Oktoberfest, because they're saving a lot of money. I was an English major when I was in college, and Emily Dickinson once wrote, success is counted sweetest by those who ne'er succeed. So, and we know that she didn't succeed because she didn't know how to spell never. The bright side.
I love that's one of my favorite parts of the video, by the way, is that theme song. Did you write that yourself?
Oh, the theme song? I wrote the music and the lyrics.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a triple threat, a classic triple threat. You are a comedian, a songwriter, and an art critic.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. Art appreciator. Yeah.
Well, Michael, I'd love for you to stick around for the panel at the end. Would you do that for me?
Happy to, yeah.
All right, awesome. And by the way, Jenna Shapiro wrote, I recently lost Monopoly, but I feel better about it now.
Yes, you are a winner.
There you go. And somebody actually said, you always look like you're wearing pajamas.
Well, it's from the bottom down for sure.
Yeah, are you wearing pants? I think everybody wants to know.
I have shorts on. I have shorts. I have clothes on. I just, this is my bright side sweater.
Nice. I like it. Very comfortable.
Yeah.
You didn't get the memo that Henry got about the black t-shirt, but I'll let it slide.
No, yeah. My black t-shirts are all in the laundry.
All right, Michael, we'll see you in a bit. Thank you so much for coming into us. Let us play on our next guest. She is an incredible comic, a regular at the Comedy Cellar, performs all over the country, recently had a special, and she is going to come out of this thing, I think, stronger than ever before. Keep it going for Marina Franklin.
Yes!
Yes! I like that. You got a workout in during this production. This is fantastic.
Why not? You got to use this time.
Yeah. You know what's happening in the Facebook comments? We're getting one guy who's just constantly saying hi, and then nonsense, which is great because I think he has the award of first ever National Lampoon heckle.
Oh,
that's heckled by the comments.
Maybe that's because I went on Instagram Live and told some people to.
Do you miss heckling yet? I'm almost at the point where I would give anything to do a show in a comedy club in front of an audience where I would even take a heckler at this point.
They still find ways to heckle in Instagram on the message. People can't help themselves. They still have to comment. Like someone said on my for my podcast, Friends Like Us. They commented they were like, you're still attacking millennials. It's not the millennials. We're not the problem. It's the Z's. And I was like, all right. So I'm still getting heckled.
By the way, in the space of all of that, he now loves us. We've done a full 180. We have won over Aberdeen, whatever that is, Bahum.
Maybe it's because you got a woman of color all of a sudden. They're like, hey, hey.
So where are you right now? Where are you broadcasting from?
I am broadcasting from my apartment in Harlem, my very small studio apartment in Harlem.
And how's it been going? Have you has it started to get to you a little bit, or you're staying in there?
This is a hard week because I've decided not to go outside at all. I haven't been outside. I went outside to throw out garbage. That was it.
But it's probably very exciting. If that was the one time you went out, it was probably a very fun adventure.
It felt like there was music playing, like, ah, and I was like,
from I Am Legend, where he's walking his dog in the rubble.
Yes, because I used to run. I used to go to Central Park and I used to run at least 4 or 5 miles, and I stopped because there were too many people who had the same idea.
I feel ya. So is there a bright side though? Have you developed any new skills while in quarantine?
Oh, the bright side. The bright side is I am now doing workouts at home. I can't remember the app. I'll figure it out later. If you text me or tweet me or whatever, I can send it to you. But it's with this young man. He's gay. He's fabulous. And the workout is so freaking hard. Like Michelle Wolf actually sent it to me. Like she's like, it's going to be easy.
That's not a bad impression.
That's an impression. It's not easy at all. I'm sweating. And then he'll stop and he'll go, if you want to take a break, it's okay. So I have learned how to work out inside my apartment. That's the bright side.
That's pretty good. And how's your family? Are you talking to them frequently? Any more, any less than you did before?
Yeah, I talk to them on a little bit more. My one sister, I FaceTime her with my niece. My niece is always in the video. She was yelling out the window. She's like, hello, is anyone there? It's just adorable. I posted it on Instagram because it was just so cute. And my other sister is interesting with her kids because I catch her during our conference call smoking weed. And then when I'm like, I want to talk to my nieces, she's like getting, I'm like, what? I guess soccer moms, they need their weed too.
Yeah. And I mean, Corona is respiratory, but I guess if you're going to go down, you might as well go down fighting.
She's doing it with the flower, not the vape.
There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are drug dealers still selling drugs? I guess, is she in a place where it's easy to get? Are they considered essential?
Yeah, it is. It's like coffee. Like coffee is considered essential. You got to let people have what they normally have to maintain their sanity. And in San Francisco, where it's legal, yeah, absolutely. They just have a different way of dispersing the drugs.
No, I had a friend who was getting pot in San Francisco and it was a weird thing where federally it's illegal, but in San Francisco it's considered literally essential, can't be closed during a pandemic. So it feels like one of those things has to be correct.
Yeah.
Actually, Nikki out in Vegas is saying in Nevada, dispensaries are considered essential. It's true. And by the way, while we're talking about that, are there any businesses that are currently considered non-essential that if you had the power, you would make essential?
The business that I would make is, definitely, oh God. Well, I can't say it because it would encourage things. But if there was a way we could find just one barber, essential barber that was like we, testing us before we go in. He's already tested. Just something, because my side's getting kind of crazy.
Are you going to do it to yourself, or are you going to wait it out?
I'm going to wait it out. I'm gonna put on a protective wig. Because usually, Black women, we wear protective hairstyles, which is like a wig over your hair to protect your hair during the day outside. I may have to do it on the inside. I may have to throw that wig on.
I guess I never thought about the advantage of a wig is that it doesn't grow. So that in a way you can have your hair never grow.
Yes, exactly. It's
Here we
about
go. Life
maintaining.
hack with Marina Franklin.
It's maintaining a life, a style.
Are you doing anything to maintain normalcy? Like I have a friend who like wears her bra every day from 9 to 5, just so she's doing it as a routine.
Oh, no. I wear a bra like all day. I have to because there's too much weight to carry around without it. I need support. I'm one of those girls. I need. You can't see the girls, but these girls need support. Okay, here I get strong, smart, bold. See.
Our viewership just doubled, so thank you. I appreciate that. Marina, I will bring you back for the panel a little bit. Thank you so much for joining us. You're amazing. We have one more comic to introduce you to. Henry, if you don't mind playing her on. She's on Letterman, on all sorts of shows, on America's Got Talent. The lovely, the talented Carmen Lynch, everybody.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes. How are you doing? I love this angle. It's very dramatic.
I don't have a desk. I'm at my boyfriend's brother's house in Connecticut.
Wow.
So,
you're staying with your
there's
boyfriend's
8 of us.
family.
I feel like I live in a commune. There's like a lot of us.
How many refugees are being housed?
8.
How many bedrooms?
4, and I think a couple of couches.
Wow. Okay. So
Yeah,
really
it's pretty fun. But I'm cooking a lot.
I like how everyone's social distancing and you're living with more people than you've ever lived with before.
I know. And I'm eating pretty well. I told my boyfriend, I'm like, we never eat this well. Like people cook. You know? We don't cook. No.
That's fantastic.
So
I
I'm gonna miss the quarantine. What?
I have one dish I can make. I can do a grilled cheese. Once in a while, I can pull up rice and beans from the box, and that is about the length of my repertoire.
I called my sister. I'm like, help me! I have to cook for 8 people, and she's been giving me recipes. So,
how's your family doing?
Good. My family is in Spain. My most of my family is in Spain, and so they're like on super lockdown. So I can't even show my sister pictures when I go to walk because I feel bad. Like
you're just rubbing it in. Look, this is what outside looks like.
Like we're in the woods, you know, and at least she has her balcony, so they all like talk to each other on different balconies and stuff. But yeah, they've been in their house, you know, they can't really leave. She said they can only leave for food, medicine, and cigarettes.
I like how cigarettes are considered essential. That's
people don't kill each other or divorce each other. So
is this bringing you closer with your boyfriend?
Yeah, I mean, it's been closer with family. I already live with my boyfriend.
Your answer and your face were at odds with each other.
I'm thinking more like it's made me closer to his family.
Okay, that's nice.
It's been interesting. Yeah.
Have they learned anything about you they would not have expected?
They're like, you eat so much. I'm like, I'm trying not to eat. I know we're supposed to like, you know, share all the food, but I get so hungry all the time. I'm constant, you know, I'm so tall. I'm 6 feet tall. I have to eat a lot. But
well, you could be any height. So honestly, they can fill it in with their imagination.
I have to wear a bra all the time because there's a 10-year-old boy here.
What? There's a child?
Yeah, my boyfriend's son.
Wow. Oh, that's got to be fun.
Yeah, no, it's fun. We play a lot of board games. I'm really good at Clue.
Really? Do you think enough to be a detective or only board game for a board game murder?
I think I could be a detective. I really do. And then we play, do you know Tension? Or Trouble? Do you know Trouble?
Yes, with a little bubble in the middle?
I love that game. And Rummy Cub.
Oh, you're going through all the classics.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been fun.
I feel like board games is like a hurricane activity when you don't have electricity, but you have all the Wi-Fi and television you want, and you're still doing Rummy Cub. I like it.
And my boyfriend and I started a podcast in his mother's car because we can't do it in the house. And it's called The Human Centipod. And we just released our 2nd episode today.
That's amazing. And we have your Instagram below at Carmen Comedian, so they can follow you and download it. And we got a question actually.
Okay.
From somebody watching. Who's the first of the 8 people to go if you run out of food?
Probably the oldest. Just kidding. No, I think, well, we have one person who's like the key person to go to the supermarket. So we just keep that person You know, they just keep going to the supermarket. I would love to go, honestly. Like I'm not good at staying indoors. I want to leave and like come back. But
yeah, how did he get that sweet job? I feel like there should be at least a turn system. Or you can play Rummikub and whoever wins gets to get groceries.
Yeah, we just try to keep it like the same person always goes.
Okay.
But I am allowed to go for a run sometimes. So, but there are bears here, Harrison. So now I'm afraid of bears. Yes, we're in the woods.
So you got a little bit safer out of New York, but now you have to contend with wildlife.
Yes, and I keep looking for bears, and I'm like looking for sticks to like hold. You know, are you supposed to like elevate your arms?
Yeah.
With a stick, so they think that you're taller than they are, but I might be taller than them, so I don't know.
Oh, that's a good advantage right there. Carmen, thank you so much for coming in. I'm going to bring on everybody for our panel. Let's welcome Marina back.
Yay.
And Michael. And it's probably a good time to mention, if you like what you're seeing, please send any donation or contribution you have to @tipcomics2020. That just gets divided amongst the comedians who are here. A lot of us are out of work. There are very little shows to do. So yeah, anything that you contribute, we divide amongst the comedians. Imagine what you would pay to see the show live and tip accordingly. So we appreciate it. It's at Venmo, @tipthecomics2020. Thank you guys all so much for coming in. I don't know if you guys saw the news, but there's a Russian theater that is live streaming operas and ballets to everybody that wants them, but they're allowing one audience member to be actually live in the audience. Is that better or worse than no audience?
Well, it depends on the person. Like, they're testing the person to make sure they're corona free, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But imagine if you were doing your stand-up and there's just one person clapping and laughing.
I don't have to imagine that, Harrison. I've done open mics before.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's one person to laugh.
Yeah.
Face on. If it's one person, you know what I mean? You don't want the person with the dead face to be that person.
Or the annoying laugh.
Yes.
I just want to hear the Russian opera version of LeBron James. Like, I do it for the fans. This is for the fans. I don't do Russian opera without any fans here.
Yeah, it also feels weird. Like if they were doing sports events and there was only one fan, it feels that feels worse. Just one guy for each team yelling at each other.
That's like a Dolphins game this year, probably.
Or like a stripper.
I don't know anything about sports, so I'm going to assume they're bad.
They lost a lot of games.
Right, stripper.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm like, ha ha
ha. I could have said anybody.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I tried sports when I was in like middle school, and I remember asking the coach. I was like, "When are the football auditions?" And he's like, "Get the fuck out of the gym." Like, but I love your costumes.
I went to a small school. If you would have said that at our school, they're like, all right, you can snap, I think, probably. You can be a kicker. It'd be great. We need you.
Were you the kicker for the team?
I was not, but we needed one for sure. And if you're an audition person, you probably kick your leg really high up. You're really flexible.
Yeah, they don't know what they were missing out on.
No. A lot of football players used to take ballet because it's like you get around. Yeah, not to turn this into a sports thing.
No, it's good. Marina, did you ever do any sports in school?
I ran. I used to run cross country.
Me too.
Yeah, I had to do cross country because of my size of my breast, and it was easier to balance the run with them longer.
Oh. I wanted to play basketball, but I started too late, so I ran. I'm like, I can run.
Carmen, I think that's a good use. Anytime you see a bear.
I remember Carmen and I were at a comedy festival one time. We had a kickball game, and I just remember how competitive you were not.
Oh, I get very competitive about, yes. Oh my God. That's sad that you remember that after all these years.
Yeah, Michael, you were the same season of me for Last Comic Standing. What was it like to do well?
We missed you, Harrison. You would have been very fun to have on the bus. It was fun. That was such a great experience. But you're there. Like, it's weird. I felt like it was like a really bad open mic where they make you sit in a lit room for 4 hours and then let you go out and do 3 minutes where people are getting paid to watch you.
Right, exactly. Yeah, the second audience for, I think, AGT, there were dummies in the audience. I think last time it was the same because they like cut to it as a gag, like, oh look, it's funny because there's not a real person.
But it was real.
It's not funny because it looks like there's 500 people in there, and the reason it sounds like 30 people laughing is because there are 30 people.
But when you audition, there's no one in front of the judges. It's just like 3 judges the oddest audition ever as a comedian, right?
That's the worst. When you have to make the cameraman laugh. Oh my God.
I did warm up for Katie Couric's talk show, and one of my favorite running jokes was that every single day it was one camera guy. His name was Gary. It was Gary's birthday every day that I worked that show for a year. And at first he was like, this is really fun because people sing me happy birthday and they're nice. And then there was a big dip where he's like, this guy is going to say it's my birthday every time. And then by 2 months in, he's like, he would act like it was his birthday every day. The audience members would be happy birthday.
You're saying that so people will drink at home, right?
Oh, that's right. It's the word of the night. We got it.
Oh man.
Do you think Corona's going to survive this? Oh, that was pretty
I think
great.
they just stopped making the beer for a while.
They stopped because everyone in Mexico had to halt their production. So they claim that they will come back.
I think they need to make
Corona
commercials.
and Corona will come back.
I think they need to make like PSAs that are just like, don't find your beach right now. Don't find your beach. Your beach is your couch.
If you were a Corona advertising executive, what would your slogan be?
We're sorry.
LinkedIn.com.
Very sorry.
You can check out my resume on LinkedIn.com.
Yeah, when this whole thing kicked off, I mean, granted, Rite Aid does fine. And the plural is Rite Aid, so they've never tried to do a name change. So maybe they'll make it through. But I wanted to flip to this other story. Was pretty amazing. Have you guys performed in the UK? I think most of you have.
I've never. I performed at near University of Kentucky. That's the closest. Yeah.
Okay. Similar.
Yeah,
it's the same.
Yeah.
There's a comedy club in the UK called the Hot Water Comedy Club. It's actually a pretty cool room in London. They were raided by the police this week because they've been showing old live shows that they had as a live stream. So they're showing shows that they filmed back when there could be audiences. But somebody reported them thinking it was happening live and that there was an actual audience gathered. So the police stormed the building to find nobody inside the comedy club.
What a way to get the
Talk about feeling stupid. Oh.
And then they robbed a bank while all the police were at the comedy club.
The bank next door is empty.
Harrison, I have to be honest though, I'm becoming that lady that is reporting on everything. I'm starting to get it. You know, on 227, I don't know, your viewers may be too young to remember, but there was that lady that would complain, and that is me. I've called 311. I've complained with UPS. I'm that person.
Are you writing letters to your congressman yet?
That's next.
I was at the grocery store and I had to tell someone like, hey, back in the line. Like before they were really dividing up the lines, I was like, she was just up on. I'm like, there's no reason for you to be this close.
Have you ever had a situation where somebody's getting closer to you so you have to literally start walking back while they talk to you?
Mm-hmm.
It's very socially weird. I don't know. Do you think the handshake will ever come back?
No, it better not.
I never did
I'm sick of people hugging me that I don't know. I hated that. People hug me. I'm like, I don't know you. Stop.
Carmen, you've seen me do the awkward, I don't do handshakes. You've seen me do that to people.
Yeah,
They get
yeah.
their feelings hurt.
I was interviewing a guy, and I asked him what he's looking forward to the most after this is all over. And he said, I miss my, he's a CEO of a company. He's like, I miss my employees and I can't wait to give them all hugs. And I was like, I don't think that's allowed even before what do you, that's clearly an HR violation to just start hugging everybody in your company the day you come back.
That's so interesting. I did a bright side about social distancing and how it's really hard to meet two people, but he found a way. Like Sam, my girlfriend, said it'd be really hard, but that's how you do it. You say you want to hug people, they're not there.
But there are certain crimes that have definitely gone down. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Or not being reported. Because they don't want to
come. That says proposal for new post-corona greeting. If you can't handshake, what are we going to do?
What about this?
A little salute?
Kid and play kick with the foot.
Oh, that's a good one. I like the pigeon style.
Yeah, the elbows isn't bad. I don't mind that.
How about just good eye contact?
I like it. I don't know, Michael, when you did that, I think you looked into my soul.
Yeah, I felt like I was in class and I did something wrong.
Hello.
Let's ask Vancouver. Vancouver, do you have any greeting that you would give us if you saw us in real life?
I feel like I would do like a finger gun. You know what I mean? Like that feels classic to me.
Peter McGavin.
Yeah, something fun like that.
What about jazz hands?
You know she's from Canada because guns are funny to her. She's like, nobody cares about guns.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know what this means, but it's fun to me.
Bunch of kids going to school like.
Oh, that's good. The jazz hands. I think that could start.
Yeah.
We have Pennsylvania. What do you guys? If we saw you on the street, what would you do to say hi to us?
I would give just like a pause up here for a second. You know, like, hey.
Yeah, be careful with the.
That's really close. Yeah.
That's true.
No, we
That's
got
true.
90-degree angle at the elbow. It's fine.
Yeah, like you're about to take a pledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. And Illinois.
I kind of want to go with the magician's approach for this one and do a little whoa.
We can kind of see your thumb.
Whoa.
Let's see the.
Whoa. Real name.
That's not bad.
Yeah. The good news is, as a fellow magician, I can say this with 100% certainty. As a magician, you will have no friends to greet anyway.
There you go.
So that's good. But thank you. I appreciate that. Final topic before we get to the game. The world's oldest man just turned 112. He was born in 1908, which is 20 years before sliced bread was invented. He survived the Spanish flu as well as 2 world wars. If you're the world's oldest man, what is the craziest thing that you went through in your time? I will tell you, by the way, that it said that he gets a birthday card from the Queen because he is the world's oldest man. He has 10 of those at this point. And he did not accept the current card that he was sent to by the Queen because it cost the taxpayer, not her, something. So I've selected one in which she is smiling, looking happy and contented. That's the one I keep, and I keep that. And he sends back every card that he gets from her. Is that not the most baller move possible, is sending back a birthday card
He's a badass.
from herself?
I didn't think he lived to be 108. Like, he doesn't take anything from anybody.
Also, who's doing cards anymore? Anyway, he's right. Right? Like, who's doing? When I get a card for Christmas now, I'm like, really?
Let's see if Henry's still around, by the way.
But the Queen has nothing else to do.
Henry, what do you think about this world's oldest man?
I'm really impressed and I guess inspired. Like, what's his diet? I want to know more about it. What's his physical activity every day? Like,
do you have any song that you could play about him or something you would dedicate to him?
Yes, I do.
Okay, cool. How was that for a segue, guys?
Happy birthday to the old guy you just mentioned. Personally, I hope I don't live that long myself. But good for you, keep it up. Don't go outside or you'll fuck it up. But happy birthday to, and I do mean this, to the old guy you just mentioned.
Oh, thank you, Henry. That was beautiful. All right, this is our game, our final bit of the night. And Henry, you can stick around. It is called Real News or Fake News. I have found some of the craziest news stories of the last week. Some of them are real. Some of them I just made up entirely. It is your job, panel, to determine which is real and which is fake news. Here we go. Real or fake news? Let's put up our wonderful banner. Real or fake news? That's the song. It's as good as the bright side. All right. We have our first story. Truckload of toilet paper burns in Texas highway crash. Authorities in Texas said a truck driver was not injured when his vehicle caught fire on the interstate, but the flame destroyed some precious cargo, a load of toilet paper. Is that real news or fake news?
We just yell it out?
Fake.
I bet I guess if it's real, you can go like this, thumbs up. And if it's fake, you can go like this.
I can't live in a world where this is real.
I'm going to say real.
So this is fake, this is real.
Oh, this is fake.
So we have mostly real. Michael would be very sad to find out if it's real. And it is, unfortunately, real news.
Oh!
Woo!
Yeah, and the most bizarre part about this story is the way they reported it is people cared very little about whether the driver was safe. People cared a lot whether the toilet paper was salvageable.
Oh, they rescued the toilet paper?
What was that?
They rescued the toilet paper?
They were unable to. I think they attempted to, but failed. There's probably a driver burning up inside of his cab going, I'm a real person.
Oh God.
But let's see if this next one is real or fake. It is newest TikTok trend. Hashtag co-video sparks fear and outrage. Authorities and medical professionals warn that the TikTok trend of coronavirus-related pranks, coughing on someone, licking objects at the grocery store and putting them back, yanking a stranger's mask off, are no laughing matter. Is that real or fake? And if you're watching at home, you can put those up in your comments, and we can actually put them up in front of you. So if you want to put in the comments, if you think it's real or fake news, you can definitely play along with us. Nikki's saying fake. All the comedians saying real. And the answer is...
Oh,
that's good.
You made it up, Harrison. Good job.
I guess it's good news that it's
only
fake news.
because I know that it's probably going to happen.
I thought it did happen.
Oh, no, that is fake news. Wait, have there been TikTok videos like it?
There's a guy that licked a toilet seat.
There are people that are doing bad things. Yeah, coughing on stuff.
So that's a tricky one.
That is a little bit tricky. There are a couple of tricky ones in here. I will tell you that. Are any of you guys on TikTok?
I joined that today.
One post.
I think that's every comedian. You're like, I'm going to test the waters, but I am not going to commit.
No.
I can't be 13 again.
This one is British man thwarts lockdown by running marathon in backyard.
That's
Is
awesome.
that real or
It has
fake?
to be real.
I want it to be real.
I saw the story.
That one is real. That is unbelievably real. Dog found behind wheel after high-speed chase in Washington State.
Wow.
I haven't voted no yet.
That one is crazily real.
Yeah.
Somebody literally claimed he was trying to teach his dog how to drive, and that's why the dog was with him in the front seat.
Wow.
As TV production halts, one major network turns to tech. NBC might not be able to make new episodes of any of its hit sitcoms anytime soon, but it's not stopping the Peacock from greenlighting workplace drama telecommuting filmed entirely on Zoom.
That sounds so real.
It does. That's a tricky one.
But I feel like Harrison's tricking us.
Yeah, he's doing it. He's tricking us. I'm with you, Carmen.
All right, it seems like the majority of people saying it's fake. We got Michael saying it's real, and that one is fake. This one is real. Let's go back. But National Lampoon was mentioned in Variety, so that's close enough, huh? It's not too bad. Michael was mentioned in that as well. Our final one, we'll skip a couple ahead. That is a man using a bucket to visit his mother.
That's real.
Yeah, that one is real. And the final one is USNS Comfort hospital ship was supposed to aid New York. It has 30 patients. It's a joke, said a hospital executive whose facilities are packed with coronavirus patients. Is that real or fake?
It has 30? No, it has more.
I heard it had 20.
No, it has less. It has like 20, but it may have gone up to 10 more.
Oh.
I don't know. This is a tricky one.
This one is absolutely a tricky one. It is fake news because the answer is less, unfortunately.
Oh, I was right.
20 patients?
That is correct, yeah. It is only helping out.
You would be tricking people, man.
Yeah,
You can't go up
weird
by
that one.
You can't go up by 10 people.
That's fair. You know what? That is totally fair. It's a weird note to end the game on, but I think that was
We're all just
successful.
mad at you.
What?
We're all just mad at you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's such a weird throw to be like, cool, everybody's pissed. If you donate at Tipped Comics 2020, that would make everybody slightly less mad. We definitely appreciate it. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Carmen Lynch, thank you so much. Marina Franklin, thank you so much. Michael, thank you so much. And we can follow Brightside on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/NatLamp. Henry, our magic elf lord, thank you so much for tuning in.
Happy birthday to Gary, or whoever that sound guy was, the video guy.
Yes, it's his birthday every day. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, and that was the word of the night. So if you are following along, absolutely. That was beautiful. Henryka Persky, everybody. Thank you so much. Will you join us again, Henry?
I really hope I can.
Absolutely.
I feel like I hope I'm invited.
Yes, you are. Absolutely. For sure. Just like Ari has a birthday every day, every day is your birthday here as well.
What a blessing.
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Harrison Greenbaum. My Twitter and Instagram is @HarrisonComedy. This has been National Lampoon Quarantine Live, coming live to you every Tuesday and Friday, 9 p.m. EDT. So if you're on the West Coast, it's 6 p.m. But thank you so much again for watching. Please follow us on social media at National Lampoon on Twitter and on Instagram. My name is Harrison Greenbaum. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday.